and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Oh, God. She has been channeling spirit for over 30 years, and she's an old bag. Oh, dear. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Love to have you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't see Susie B here yet. I hope that she's okay. Usually she would text me. I wonder what's going on with her. Maybe she did. Let me just check my phone, everybody. Oh, I missed a phone call from somebody, but it wasn't her. Okay. Well, welcome to the show. We're going to start with a little bit of a class. I also just want to clear a couple of items, housekeeping items. And if you are here for mediumship, since I don't see Susie here, just let me know by putting your name in the chat box on Blog Talk Radio, if you can, with your area code, and put down next to your name what you're here for. If it's an other side connection, I don't have any tonight yet, so I would take you right after the class. Okay, so if you can't get the Blog Talk Radio chat room, I don't know what to tell you. I'll try my very best to be even, fair, and go through the reading queue. Not a big problem. Okay, so tonight I have a very exciting subject for you all. A little bit of a class. Hopefully it's one that you're going to find helpful. I think it's designed for everybody to find helpful. I want to talk a little bit tonight about chakras, and on Wednesday we'll continue this theme. But when I work with clients, and if you've been listening to this radio TV show, whatever you want to call it, this webinar, if you will, I always try to pull in a little bit of healing when applicable. And the way Spirit works with me for healing, and by the way, Spirit taught me this. I didn't go to a class for it. I don't know. If you have to go to a class to learn something like this, I don't know if it would ever really be fluent for you. But in any event, as I have been doing readings for a while, during certain sessions, it was shown to me as I'm in trance that a particular chakra would have information in it. And the information would always lead to the block, the thing that's preventing the client from getting what they want. So from this, I have been led to look at chakras almost like a window to the soul. It's a portal, an energy vortex, a portal. I also call it a hologram, if you will, an energy hologram of who you are. And at various different chakras, different information will be shown. For example, on one of the shows when I was really into this, I kind of go up and down with all of this. I'm never consistent. I hope you like that. But one of the shows, I think it was a week ago, maybe, or 2 weeks ago, a caller wanted to know if she was going to find love. Now, I had read for her and read for her and read for her a lot of times on this subject. And Spirit said to me, well, rather than just give her an answer, why don't you take a look at her block? And I was shown the block to her finding love was in her sacral chakra that particular day. This is like peeling off layers on an onion. You may clear one thing and you're still not getting what you want. There could be another thing that needs to be unlayered. Okay. You might have heard the term rebirthing. That might be a way to do this. My particular, or even hypnotherapy would be another way to do this. But my particular technique, when in trance with your particular angelic spiritual guides, I will see the blocks. I will ask if you can relate to that. And then we clear the blocks together. So I am going to give you an opportunity this evening to work with me on this. And as well, I'm going to lead you to a free video that starts your healing process. And the way you can get that video, it's not by me, it's by somebody else. However, I am endorsing this particular video, and there's a product to go along with it. I am because I don't have the time to write this course, and another person did it, so why not refer you to that other person so you can heal? I have written courses. I've written 4 of them. They're all video courses on how to become a medium, starting from your own soul, which is intuitive development, through clairaudience, which is hearing spirit, clairvoyance, which is seeing spirit, and that's the one that I teach how to do this technique. I think it's lesson 3 or 4. And then I have the mediumship course. But in any event, tonight you're going to get a feel for this. And if you want to gain access to the free documentary, which starts to introduce how you can do this in your own life and gives you reasons to believe in it and a lot more information, just go to my website. There is a website for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. And on the right side of the website is a sidebar. It's called a sidebar. And there you will see posts. Those are blog posts. And if you're listening to this at a future point in time, you won't see what I'm going to say right now, but you will be able to find it. There's a search box there as well. So let me say that again. Right side of spiritmediumtv.com, blog posts, and you're going to be looking for the blog post that starts with chakras, CHAKRAS. There's one tonight with love in the name, and there'll be another one on Wednesday with money in the name. I'm going to change the name, or I'm not giving you the exact name, but I'm giving you two key words. That's a whole other story why I'll be changing it. But chakras will be in the name in the future, and love will be in the name in the future for the exercise. And also on Wednesday, we're going to do the same exercise again, with a different story and different information around it, but for you to clear another block, or if you're not listening both days, you'll have a chance to clear on one of those days. So let's do a little okay, so it's spiritmediumtv.com. Look for the blog post, chakras for love, or the words chakras and love. If you don't see it, then search for it. And at the bottom of that page, you can get a free documentary, which will give you further information and allow you to do this more deeply and more directed and effectively on your own. Tonight is a rough thing. Tonight is a rough sketch. And if you want to work with me, which would be customized for you, that's another option you have, that you can book a session with me. And to do that on spiritmediumtv.com as a radio show listener, if you go to item, well, I don't know which item it is, but it's listed at the top. There's an item for booking a private session. If you go to booklaura.com, that's booklaura.com, and you put in the event code field the words radio show, you will get a third more time free. So as a radio show listener, you get a discount on a private session with me. And I must say, I think that this is one of the best services I provide clients, is being able to look at you as an energy being and clear the systemic blocks with your help and the help of spirit. I shouldn't say I do it, really. I'm just the facilitator, really. If you've ever taken a course in healing, one of the first things they beat into your head is that you are not the healer. That healing happens through the medium, the psychic, the energy healer, whatever it is that you're doing. So, okay. So I'm going to do an exercise now. I need you to just get yourself a pen and pad for a moment. I think I start with that. Let me just go to the actual post. I'm going to it now. And I want to go to where we do it. Yeah, get a pen and pad ready. Okay, we're going to go into a meditative state. I don't put in the article how to do that, but basically we're going to now do the meditative state. So what I need you to do is uncross your arms and legs and start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very relaxed, breathing in deeply. And breathing out deeply, letting go of any stress and tension you might have. Thinking of your future and your past and thinking of things that you would like in your life, daydreaming about that. And I would like you to think of the thing that is most important to you to have in your life right now. Okay? Could be somebody in the family too. It doesn't have to be you, but something that you're really wanting. If it's for somebody to be peaceful and healed, put that down. Write it down. Write it on your paper. If you have a few things, I want you to just pick the one that is most important to you right now. Okay, don't split your efforts. Focus on one thing right now. And now I would like you to ask your higher self or your soul the following question. Dear self, dear higher self, dear soul, what chakra is blocked in me relating to manifesting, and put in that space the thing you desire? Please give the answer to me in the form of a number from 1 to 7. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to paraphrase it, and then I'm going to say it again. We're literally asking for a higher self to reveal to us a number from 1 to 7 that will be the chakra that's blocked for manifesting this thing you want in your life. Okay? Again, think of the thing that you want in your life, the most important one. And now ask your higher self the following. Dear higher self, what chakra is blocked in me relating to manifesting XXX? Fill in your blank. Please give the number to me. Please give the answer to me in the form of a number from 1 to 7. Now just relax and see what number pops into your head. I'm going to be silent. The first number is the correct one. Write that down and don't change your mind. Good. I'm getting a number for myself. I didn't even do the beginning part of the exercise, but I always take what I get very seriously, and I hope you're doing the same. So I'm going to give you one more try to do this, because this is the first time you've done it with me, so I'm sure you probably have a few questions. We're going to ask our higher self what's blocked in us to manifest what we desire. This is the wording. Higher self, what chakra is blocked in me relating to manifesting? Fill in the blank. Please give the answer to me in the form of a number from 1 to 7, and take the first number that appears and write it down. Good. And so, so now on that in that article, got to get my prepositions correct. In that article, I have defined the number with the chakra, also the color, its location, and aha, there's an affirmation for it. So I'm just going to briefly review it. If it's, you can write down your number now. Write it down, and then when I come to your number, please write down the chakra name, the color I say, its location on your body, and the affirmation. You don't have to write down everybody's, and if you're at a computer, you could just bring up the article. So for the number 1, if you got that number, it is the root chakra. The color is red. It's located in the groin area. And the affirmation is, I am secure. By the way, everybody's affirmation will start with I am. So you don't need to spend any time writing that down. If you had number 2 come up, that is the sacral chakra. Its color is coral, C-O-R-A-L, located in the abdominal area, And the affirmation is, I am creative. Could also put as an alternate, I am sexual, because it is part of that particular chakra. Item 3 is the solar plexus. Ooh, and that color would be sunflower yellow, located in the stomach area. The affirmation is, I am me, M-E. Item 4, the heart chakra. Color emerald green, location chest. Affirmation, I am love. Item 5 is the throat chakra. Color is sky blue, located in the neck area. And the affirmation is, I am clear. Or I am expressive. That's another one. I didn't write that down, but I like expressive. Number 6 is the third eye. I use the color purple for this. And it's located in the forehead area. And the affirmation is, I am intuitive, or I am psychic. And the 7th number would be crown. That's the crown chakra. I use the color white for that. It's at the top of the head, and the affirmation is, I am source. Okay, so now we're going to clear your particular block. So again, refer to your number, what it stands for, and the color it is. Find the location on your body, okay, and then send through it the color that it is supposed to be. Okay. So for example, if we were doing the first chakra, the root chakra, we'd send the color red in through the groin area. I will be quiet while you do that. Good. And now, say out loud your affirmation. Again, if it were root chakra, it would be, I am secure. Good. And now you have healed and cleared that particular block, and you can do this every day for different chakras. Just basically go into a meditative state, ask your higher self what chakra is blocked on you to getting what you want. I suggest you do that with a vision board or with some form of manifesting work or law of attraction work that you do on a daily basis, because you cannot manifest what you want if you're blocked. A lot of people say, oh, law of attraction works if you clear your belief systems. Well, you can't clear your belief systems if your soul says to you, you're not good enough, for example, or you set up a soul contract where everything in your life points to you believing, there's the belief, that you're not good enough, right? So this is another way to peel away a false belief or fear, which is false evidence appearing real. I'll say it again. This is a way to peel away fear, which is false evidence appearing real. It's a belief system that is false. False to getting what you want, and false really for you, because anything that is fearful is false. Anything that's fear-based is an illusion created by the soul so that you can evolve. Blah, 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 blah. I know I get into this, really. I know. I sound a little bit too wordy, but I'm sorry. Anyway, you got a very simple system here for clearing away your blocks, which is clearing away false belief systems so that you can then manifest at a much better scale, getting yourself much more energetically focused and able to create what you want in your life. Chakras are the key. Now, after I do this a lot with clients, but it's just really, really recently hit me. Wow, anybody wanting to manifest anything, you got to clear the blocks. And so I would like to have created my own product to do this for you so that you can do it yourself at home. That will be all recorded, and there'll be certain spiritual technology built into it. But I actually found something already created that is exceptional. And it is a chakra activation documentary, and you can get it at the bottom of the article or the post, chakra for law of attraction love, or just look for chakras and love as a blog post search. At the bottom of that post, just enter your email and you will be automatically forwarded to that particular documentary. And then it leads into a product, which I do believe is excellent. And you'll see what I mean when you look at the video, because it is very well done. It's done by somebody who is a sentient being. There's very few people out there really that know about this or use it. You know, I'm going to give you an example. I love health things, health-related things. I am a certified health coach, right? And I have been trying, and I did finally, had been trying to figure out why I was sick all the time. Okay. After I had a massive breakup and lost most of my retirement money, I retired early, by the way, was a little bit under the weather. My immune system was affected, but I got sick so often it was getting to be quite a problem. So anyway, I did a lot of research and I had a lot of blood tests done, and they said I had Epstein-Barr antibodies. Of course, the doctors didn't have anything to say to me about it, so I had to do a lot of research. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff out there that is not correct. I'm learning about this in the area of internet marketing, which I've been studying lately, and in the area of health, and also in the area of manifesting. I guess, it's just part of being on Earth is there's a lot of false information out there. There's a lot of fear out there. Remember I said that? False evidence appearing real? So the only thing that really will prepare you to manifest, if you're not getting what you want, then it means you're blocked. And you can use this little exercise I've given you here, or you can upgrade yourself to a superb product by asking for that free video that's at the bottom of the article or the blog post, Chakras for Law of Attraction Love, on my website. A page of my website is spiritmediumtv.com, which is the website for this show. Okay, I hope I didn't waste too much time. Well, I hope that time wasn't wasted for you all. All right, so what I'd like you all to do is we're now going to do our meditation, prayer, energy connection. I'm going to do a group message. And, geez, I hope Susie's okay. Oh, she probably had some technical problems. Yeah, she rarely misses a show. She's never missed a show. Hey, guys, you guys are all witnessing something that's very unusual. Susie B's missing a show. There must be a good reason for it. Okay. So we're going to do a group message after this meditation, and I will come to the phone lines. Yay! How exciting is that? So everybody, if you would please sit back and cross your arms and legs. Start to breathe abdominally, allowing yourself to gently and lightly relax and let go, opening up your heart, opening up your solar plexus in your abdomen, opening up your sacral chakra, opening up your root chakra with the breath. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply, asking for your guides to come through. If you're wanting another side connection, asking for that. If you're wanting an answer to a live question, please focus in on that question now. And I will do the prayer silently while you either call in your loved ones from the other side or focus in on your life question or healing that you desire. I'll be right back. Good. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into the space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. Ooh, a lot of purple. Purple means that we have in the audience some very psychic people. Ooh. Okay, let me bring in the guides, and we'll give you a group message, and I'll go to the phone lines. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to ramble on with all of you about nothing. We mean by this that most of the time when we speak to you, it may seem as if we are saying nothing. nothing important. However, each of our words is extremely well chosen, thought out, and extremely important. We do not gibble or jabber without a reason. We do not speak to you without meaning. When we speak, we have a cause and a purpose. Our cause and our purpose this evening is to awaken you, to think of your own self as a beautiful, beautiful soul that has everything to offer and nothing to lose by becoming the best self possible. Ask yourself each day what it is that you have to lose if you give of yourself more. We would like to say nothing. We would like to say that each day that you open up to your own magnificence, that you express yourself fully and wholly, is a day well spent in the earth dimension. We are going to ask that each of you now think about yourself. Think about your purpose. Think about who you are. Think about what you truly want. This is the first step to knowing and obtaining the great string of wealth that will present once you understand your purpose. Your purpose is energized. It is magnificent for you to know your purpose. When you understand your purpose, you will be on board for realizing yourself and your mission on earth. Each mission has an energy to it. Do not fight your purpose, but rather be your purpose, and you will find things will come to you much easier. Namaste. Oh, and funny thing is, we have to talk to Fran. Hey, Susie B, thanks for coming in, sweetheart. I was worried about you. Okay, I'm going to go to Fran now. Fran, she's going to ask a question, and she's going to talk.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetie. Fran called me the other day. And I know Fran for a long time, right, Fran? I know you from the Metaphysical Chapel. I know you. Yeah, I think I met you at the Metaphysical Chapel in Fort Lauderdale years ago. I was there doing right. I was doing readings there. Anyway, we stayed in touch, and she comes to me a lot, for advice, and she calls in the show now a lot. And recently, she was trying to sell her condominium, and I answered her question on the radio show. And Fran, you can fill in the blanks. Go ahead, honey.
Oh, wow, you're fantastic, Laura. It's unusual. I was getting so frustrated. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Good, okay, because I'm getting echo here. But anyway, I was getting so frustrated because I already bought a place in Atlanta and it wasn't selling. And when I called you, you said somebody's coming in who's already interested in it, and they're going to buy it within 2 weeks. And that's because I'm benignly aligned with my life purpose. And what's amazing is today you did the meditation with the life purpose.
Yeah, maybe
okay.
I think
so.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, can you hear me? Good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wasn't getting any showings, and I said to myself, well, Laura says within 2 weeks. As I was chomping at the bits.
Cool.
Within 2 weeks. And within about 3 or 4 days after you talked to me, after you channeled it, someone came in, and right away he said exactly what you said to me. I'm interested in your place. It's like, wow. And he bought it. Yay! He bought it for the full price. And I'm selling and I'm moving. And it's like, wow. So you're just incredible. I just want to let you know that.
Well, I want to ask you, because I think I had said it would be near full price, that you're near the price you're asking, or full price, and it would be.
Yes, you said it's going to be very near to my asking price, and he actually paid my full asking price.
And didn't he also pay cash?
When it got dropped.
Didn't he pay cash
no,
also? He didn't pay cash?
No, he's mortgaging it.
Oh, okay. I think I'd said it would be cash, so I was incorrect
But
there.
you didn't say cash. No.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember you saying cash,
Okay.
but you did say that he's going to fall in love with my place, which he keeps telling me he has fallen in love with my place, and he will give me my asking price or very close to it. And he gave me my asking price.
All right, wonderful. You know what's amazing to me lately is that lately I've been having so many people say what you said exactly happened. Like this came true, that came true, this came true, that came. I never thought about reading for fortune telling. You know, to me that was something my mother did. My mother was a medium and a psychic and all that. And I always shied away from it because I was the kind of kid that always wanted to do it myself. I didn't want somebody to tell me. But apparently spirit can do that. And the only way it works through me is by just letting the message happen. And Susie knows about that too, because with her, things have been happening as well. Okay, now you have a question. Go ahead, honey, and ask your question.
Okay, Laura, you said that everything is going right and smooth because I'm benignly aligned with my life purpose. So I'm curious, what is my life purpose?
What the?
Why am I going up to Atlanta?
Oh, God. Well, that's a big question. You know, that's a big question. Well, no, I mean, I think what was meant by that, and we'll look at your purpose also. But by the way, that's another thing, by the way, everybody listening, that I specialize in is what's the big picture, what's your purpose, what's your soul reason for being here, and what are all the blocks and all these other things. Now, as I'm talking, Spirit is giving me some other answers about you. Now, don't let me forget this, but there's something to do with self-esteem and learning to love yourself, which is your life purpose. You have had a lot of blocks to that. And moving to Atlanta is an expression of loving yourself and finally doing something for you that is nurturing and supportive, which before, this took a long time for you to get to this place where you said to yourself, well, gosh darn it, I'm going to do what I really think I want to do. I'm not going to be in a place I don't like to live in anymore. I'm going to change where I live. Eureka! Why didn't I do this sooner? So that's what is meant. Your life purpose is all about overcoming self-esteem issues, growing up to take responsibility for your happiness, and finally creating environments where your happiness can root and grow. Make sense?
Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you said that, Laura. Could I say a quick thing about this? I always wanted to go to Atlanta since I was in my 20s, but I didn't ever get there. And I was thinking of doing, after the divorce, I was planning to go to Atlanta. I was in Massachusetts. My dad died, and my mom was in New York. Living with my aunt, and she wanted to go back to Florida, and she wanted me to come with her. And I said to her, no, I'm going to Atlanta. And I remember she was like, whoa, I was so mad at me for saying that.
Yeah.
And I ended up, I remember her look when I said that. So I ended up, instead of going to Atlanta, I ended up in Florida to be with my mom.
No.
And then she passed away 9 months after.
Oh. And how long did you stay here after that? You stayed here for years after that.
14 years.
Oh!
Because it did work. It did work. I mean, I went on a spiritual quest, and I found some nice friends, and of course, the metaphysics, I met you, and I got a job that I liked. So everything worked out quite well after my mom's death, and that's why I stayed. The bereavement counselor said to me, give Florida 1 year, and I did. Thank God I did. And everything kind of turned around in Florida, but now I feel the energy is dead now. And it's time for me to go where I've been longing to go to.
Wonderful. And you're supportive of yourself. So your life purpose is to be supportive of yourself. Okay, friend, I'm going to let you go, honey. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for that feedback, because it allows all of us to trust in spirit. Thank you so much, honey.
You're welcome, honey. And thank you,
Thank,
Laura.
thank you. Bye-bye, love. Bye.
Bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can. So, little announcement. If you'd like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. There, you can obtain a third more time. So if you ordered 30 minutes, you'd get 10 minutes extra, which is a third more time, if you put in the event code field radio show. Ta-da! And also, everybody waiting, if you would please have your question ready, and I do not want background information. I'll try to kind of peel through things quickly. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I'm working with spirit. I can't guarantee things are going to go that quickly. And the other part of this is that sometimes I need to do some healing with you, so it does take a little bit of time. Okay, I'm going to Jennifer, 515. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, love. So go ahead, love. Give me your question.
So, what do you see coming up in my love life?
Love. All right. And so that's assuming that you don't have anybody now. I can check for that, but it takes extra time. So, I don't want to play who's-he, what's-this here. Okay, Jennifer, 515, love life. You're very smart, and your self-esteem is good. You're a crackerjack at something. Okay, so you have very good self-esteem. You're very smart. It feels like you have a very good career. You're excelling in a specific career. And you also have good appearance, good looks. You're a little taller than average, and you got it all going on, girlfriend. Woo! All right. You don't like to. Okay, so one of the things I'm getting is that you may not be doing this, so I'll just throw it out there. I see a corporate campus of some sort where you might be working, and it looks like they have a gym there or something like that. And there's also a lot of big glass windows, and I look suburban. I see plants and things outside. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah.
All right. So what they're telling me is don't go home right after work. Hang out, maybe go to the gym or something like that near the office, or and maybe it's part of the corporate campus. They give you that facility because you're going to meet somebody that you like very much there, or that you might already know him. Maybe he's already looking at you. You're looking at him, getting to know him. Being friendly and friendliness is a good way to start, but it looks to me like you're more than likely to meet this person through your work environment and or friends from work. And also, they say close to home. It wouldn't be that far away from where you live. It's when they say, the guides are saying close to home, they could also mean just that everything is in your community. You don't have to go far. So you don't need to worry too much. And if you're giggling because you already know somebody that you've been eyeing in the gym, and let me giggle with you. Because he's eyeing at you and you're eyeing at him, girlfriend. Do you know anybody like that? Yeah. Good. Do you know anybody like that? I mean, I didn't.
No.
Okay. Well, that's what they're saying is just.
Yeah. They're just opening a new gym at work. It hasn't opened yet, so.
Well, then what I'm getting is you're gonna meet him there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Have a beautiful evening. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Yeah, no wonder she was laughing. Yeah, because all of a sudden I saw this gorgeous gym, and it was either part of the work campus or not, but that's the way she's going to socialize more, make friends. Okay, moving to for Christine, who has been waiting the longest, and she has a life question. Hello, Christine.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure, my pleasure. There's a little bit of there's a feedback, so you have me audible on your end. Could you please silence whatever voice there that you have going on there?
Do you still hear something? Because there's no noise here.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's a feedback. Okay, go ahead, honey. Just ask your question. I'll deal with it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. My question is, I really need help with in terms of my career. So I'm wondering, what do you see coming up for me, or how soon, or what do I need to do in order to get to move to my next job?
All right, Christine, 914. You're pretty good at your work. I see. It looks to me like you are employed now, and that you are well liked where you work. Maybe there's some other problem with it, but you are well liked. Would you understand you're working now, please?
No, I'm unemployed.
Okay. The kind of career I see that you're in right now, I need to establish a few connections with you and have them validated before I project. That's why I'm doing this, Christine. Are you in a it looks like you're in a helping profession, either a nurse or teacher or something like that. What do you do for a living, honey?
I'm unemployed, but my last job I was in the environmental field.
Okay, what did you do in that field? I need to know specifically.
I was working at an organization that manages gardens and a park in the city.
Okay. Because, all right, I just get a feeling of this. You're a knowledge, you have a lot of education, but you're not necessarily paid that well, was my feeling, like teacher, nurse. Well, nurses can be paid a lot. All right, let me just see one project. I know environmental protection is not very popular these days with the change in the administration. Christine, 914. Okay, well, don't panic, first thing. I do feel that you need to put a little more effort in. If you're only home sending out your resume, you may need to do something that's a little more in person. Maybe going to job fairs or talking, I don't know, networking events, things like that. It would calm you down a lot and also would probably bring to you the proper employer. And I'm going to refine your target employer so that you can target your efforts. Hold on, Christine 914. Anything to do with helping the public live a better life. That's pretty broad. Doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be called environmental, but it could be something to do with health and nutrition or science, anything to do with science and toxins and prevention of illness or something like that from toxins and poisons. So that could apply to as well pesticides or even commercial industries that have anything to do with toxins. Now you're at 914 area code. Does that mean you're in the Westchester area?
Yes.
All right, let me just see around there. Oh, interesting. One of the things I see there is, they call that a power plant that creates power from nuclear power. Okay, you need to go and look in that direction in particular. Something to do with nuclear power and protecting the population and the environment. There might be a job coming up like that soon. Okay?
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about because there's a nuclear plant around here that people are protesting and they're trying to get it closed down. And I'm all for that.
You're all for it. Okay. Well, maybe there's some job associated with that effort. I don't know, but I'm getting that feeling. Okay. So just be creative about that whole thing of toxins and environment, and I'm sure there's a way for you to apply that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. You're welcome, love. Bye-bye. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to go to Susan, who has a live question for her. I think she said her Oh, sorry. I popped to Sophia. Susan, I'll come to you next. Sophia, honey, what is your question, love?
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi. My question is in reference to my soul purpose. The next step in that, would it require me transitioning in career?
Okay, and I just want to say to Susan, who's waited very patiently, the reason I didn't open your line is because the switchboard slipped up. It was not my intention to do that, but I'm happy to work with you, Sophia, and you wanted to know if you need to say the question again. Say the question again.
In reference to my soul purpose.
Right, okay.
Getting on that path, is it going to require me transitioning in career?
Okay, hold on. I don't think so. I hear something more like adjustment. And they also say adjustment of values. And they also talk about money for some reason. Are you thinking, I just need to verify, are you thinking that you might not be on your path because the money is not rewarding you? You're not being rewarded financially? Is that what makes you, I'm just,
No.
okay. Well, let me just see something. Money, okay, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. Sophia 706, career path, change, yes or no, for her purpose, yes or no? Hold on, I need to go focused. No, you don't need to change careers at all. You just need to get going a little bit more on what you're doing and move it to a higher level or ask more from the career because the career is the right one for you. The progress you made is good, but it's not exactly where you want to be yet. And maybe you're looking at it and thinking, well, I haven't gotten very far with it. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in this career. Would you say that's correct, please?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to need you because I got the same answer two different ways, and I didn't try to make it. When you work with spirit, the answers just kind of float in. So you're going to have to give me a little more information because for some reason I'm not giving you anything you can relate to. What kind of career are you in now?
Right now, I am in the international trade, and I've done very well. However, there is a calling for me. So I'm not sure whether, I know it'll be a gradual transition. I'm just not sure when, as far as doing my own thing.
Oh,
which
okay.
is what I do natural, which is what I love.
All right, now listen. So you're already in the career you want to go into. It's the other one, the international.
No.
No, wait. Aspetta. That means wait in Italian. Aspetta. I'm Italian American. Listen to me. Hear me out, darling. You are already in. The answer is, I guess your real career must be the work you want to do, not the international trade. Do you do some of it now? This calling that you have, is it a spiritual work? Is it counseling work? What is this calling? Is it writing? The calling.
It actually. All three. It's a combination of all three and a few other modalities that I've kind of gotten into on my own.
All right.
But
well, they're saying that is okay. So I'm just reframing what was coming in before. You haven't gotten that far ahead with it yet, but that's your right career.
That is true.
Okay, that's your right, and the money hasn't come in for you there. So that's what they were answering in regard to. That is the correct path for you. Forget about the international, whatever the heck it was, currency or marketing or whatever the hell. It's this. This is your right career. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice to what to do with it. To make a belief system needs to be brushed up about whether or not one can earn money this way, whether or not it is going to be lucrative enough as a measurement of success. And I know you're not monetarily oriented, but it is important to have remuneration for effort because it is a way of seeing that you're reaching people, right? People like it, people getting something from it, and therefore you're being paid well for it. So the belief system, I think, is a little weak about it for you, is what I would say. And since we were talking about chakras earlier, I don't know if you were here for that or not. Were you here? Did you hear the chakra clearing thing? Did you hear that?
I heard you guys mentioning, some of it, yeah.
All right. Well, I have a little exercise in clearing chakras earlier, but I'm just going to look at you quickly, and then I'll go to the other caller just to see if there's a chakra or a system here that can be. Okay. Okay. Well, money is an area that could be released. It's in the lowest. In other words, scarcity issues. Even though you make a lot of money, there's a belief system about that, and the belief system is that money doesn't come from creativity, and it comes from hard work and doing other things. But the belief system that I'm seeing is that money doesn't come from this more softer kind of spiritual kind of guidance kind of work. So if I was going to clear something, I would clear your sacral and your root chakra, and in particular your root chakra. Are you familiar with chakras before I babble like this? You familiar with that, honey?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
No, I would think so. Okay. So right now your root chakra is all lit up with colors other than red, like yellow and green. So, I would interpret that to mean those are the scarcity issues, yellow meaning solar plexus, green meaning heart chakra, or you can interpret it other ways sometimes, depending on where your intuition leads you. And I would just clear that. So I'm just going to do a clearing on that. I'm putting in red light to clear it, and I'm giving you the following affirmative prayer. From this point forward, I, Sophia, understand that money is abundant. It comes to me in all ways every day. In every way, and creativity is the main way. That's what I would probably say to you. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, sweetheart. I appreciate you calling in so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to Susan. And this time, Susan, nobody can take over the board because you're at the top of it. Go ahead, honey. Give me your question.
Hi, my granddaughter, she's a little over 3 years old, and my daughter has broken up with some boyfriend of hers. And he's threatening the life of my granddaughter to kidnap her.
Oh, my goodness.
It's really scaring us. Yeah, it's very scary. So we don't know if he would actually pull it off or even attempt it.
Oh, all right. And you said, how old is she?
He's one of those crazies. Like, he stalks her, and he says if she hurts him, he's going to hurt her just as hard.
What is her age? You mentioned that in the beginning. 18, you said? How old is she? Your granddaughter?
Oh, my granddaughter's 3.
Oh,
She's 3.
Then who's the one with the boyfriend? Your daughter? Who's the one?
She's 30. My daughter's 30.
Is that what you said in the beginning, that you're calling about your daughter?
Yeah.
And that she's 30. Okay, I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry. All right. So, and give me her name and give me his name.
My daughter's name is Melissa. His name is Mahip.
Mahip? Okay. All right. Now, I need to say this to you. I'm sure you could figure this out on your own, but I do need to say it. If I tell you he's not going to hurt her, and then he turns around and hurts her, you know what I mean? So you need to obviously use your own judgment. All right?
Well, we're getting a protective order, but still, I just want to know if he really plans on doing it.
Well, I can't really, the reason I can't really, I'll give you what I get, but I still want you to use your common sense and do everything possible and only take this as part of the solution.
Okay.
It's not absolute. No psychic answer is absolute. Because I could be, I could be hurting you by telling you he's not, and then he turns around. And by the way, another thing to think about, Susan, is anybody is capable of anything. So what I'm so let me look at his energy, and I'm going to tell you what I think is going on in his head, and I'm also going to tell you what his hot buttons are and what she can do to protect herself if I can see it.
Okay.
Melissa and Mahid. She's not a good person, Mahid. Got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Very insecure. I don't like to say this, but he's not stable.
No.
He won't stay out of her way. He will try to. He will try to find her at work and other places he believes she goes to, and he will try to get in her way. And he will probably have something on him, a weapon of some sort. So I see the worst. I don't see the best, and I don't know if he would be successful, but I do see him trying.
Okay.
Okay. So I think what you
trying against my daughter or my granddaughter.
I see more of your daughter right now, but it could include both. Like, for example, I see him trying to show up at work, or I see him trying to show up where he thinks she might be shopping, and then your granddaughter would be there. But I see it more from him to her. I don't think he'd hurt your granddaughter. I think he would really try more for her. So if I were you, I would do everything in my power to maybe talk to
look at the protective order. Okay.
Well, no, also talk to law enforcement and see what their advice is to protect, or maybe, I don't know, whatever their advice is. You need to talk to a professional for professional advice. Okay, honey? I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything good about that man. Okay, I'm going to go to Seema, who's waiting for a long time. She has a professional relationship question. Hey, Seema, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, love. How are you, darling?
I'm good. I wanted to ask what I'm asking about a relationship. There is someone, his name is Richard, and I wanted to see where things would go with this.
All right, Richard. He's a good guy. Hold on. I just got to really hone in. This is Seema. He's treating you pretty well. He does seem to like you very much. He does want to get closer. He seems to be honest and reliable, and he seems to be interested in something that's more established with you, like, you know, more traditional, established, not so much just getting to know you, but wanting to be with you. So I see more more consistency there, and also a very traditional kind of person. He's not a bad boy, okay? I don't see a bad boy there, which could make it a little, for if you weren't, some women might say he's a little boring for me, okay? Because this man is predictable. And he knows what he wants. He likes you very much. But you see, you want that. You're not looking for, you know, somebody who's difficult, if you will. So I see him a nice person. Yeah, he's a nice person. He's easy to get to know. He's got a nice job, good job. Not terribly exciting, but on the other hand, reliable and really wanting to have something traditional with you.
Okay. There's a couple of like little, I don't know, it's not complications, but it's long distance. He lives in a different country, and I don't want to live there. I want to live here. Right now, the communication is kind of like, we haven't talked for over a week now. So I don't, like, that's why I'm like, you know, iffy. And I do love him. I do want to be with him, but I don't want to live there. I want him to come over here.
Okay. Well, as far as the relationship goes, he's a good guy. Let's see. I don't know how I can answer the second part of this, is because if you don't want to move there, really, what can I say? Where is he? Where is he, honey? What country is he in?
He's actually in the islands in Trinidad.
Trinidad. Okay. So he's Indian descent. Yeah, Indian descent, Trinidad.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Nice person. A little bit backwards, you know, by our standards here in the States, but you know, nice, traditional. All right. Can he come here? Not very easily. Well, you're probably going to have to let go of him, honey, because I don't see how it's going to happen. I don't see him able to come here very easily. It's not like he could just snap his fingers, come here, earn a living and everything. I don't see it would be easy for him. It's the money, you know, the money. So you're going to have to think that through. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there could be a solution. You know, I'm only a psychic, not a, well, I am a miracle worker. But he likes you very much, you know. He wants to be close with you. It's just you'd have to go there and live life on his terms. So let me just see something else. I'm going to ask for your guides. I'm going to ask your guides to answer if this is what you're supposed to do as far as a plan goes, or what's the get out of this. I'm going to switch to a different way of working. When you hit things that you don't have easy answers to, I do this. I go to other channels to work on it. So I'm going to ask
90 seconds.
Your guys to come in. Susie, stay there, honey. I'll come to you in a minute, Susie B. All right, hold on. This is Seema. You're calling from 305. Seema, 305. Please, guides, come in for Seema. She's a good person. We are her guides. Seema, we've been watching you on this particular issue for some time. You know that you love him, but you don't want to get close to him. You have a hesitancy that is more in yourself than in the island itself.
60 seconds.
It's not so much that you do not want to move to the island as much as you do not want to get close to someone, for you feel you would lose your independence and be vulnerable to being hurt again as you have been in the past. We are saying this to you to understand the island is not the issue. It is your fear of intimacy and being vulnerable that is. We suggest that you take a long, hard look at this to understand yourself better. He would treat you well, but yes, in a way, you would lose your independence in that move. It is not about him, it is about you and your independence and in being vulnerable. We're not saying that you should be vulnerable. We are saying to be aware of what the real issue is. Once you understand what it is, you will be able to let go of that situation and find one more compatible with you. This is the real issue.
10 seconds.
Okay, makes sense, Seema?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not
100%, like 100%.
Yeah, and there's somebody else for you here. I'm back again. There's somebody here for you in the United States that would be more, not that the other guy doesn't support you, but the lifestyle would be more supportive of you being an independent woman with your own career, your own money, and in a partnership versus a dependency. You say, and that's what you're really wanting. So being clear on it helps you a lot in letting go. Okay, darling?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye, honey. Okay, we're going to bring Susie B in for a second before we end the show. Susie?
Hello, Laura. How are you?
Never mind me. What happened to you? Were you hurt or something happened in the household?
No, it was the clock change. I was at the other house that we've sold, and I was cleaning it out, and the clock on the stove had said that it was like 6:30 something. Okay, so I'm like, oh, I'm good. Then the clock in the car said it's the same thing, and then I looked at the clock on my phone, and I'm like, holy crap!
All right.
Guess what?
Yeah, right.
So I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. I just was wondering if you were okay. In the beginning of the show, I said to everybody, you're witnessing the first time Susie's hasn't been to the show because it's very rare occurrence. Okay.
I know. So anyway, while I got you on the line, I might as well ask you a question.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
Okay. So, how does Spirit see my relationship going with Vaughn?
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to just say good or bad. Ron, good or bad, future or no future? Good, mostly good. There'll be a few disturbances here and there, but that's all part of getting to know somebody. But overall, it looks like a good union. A good union between the two of you. You're going to get to know him very well. He's going to like you very much. And I do see something happening here that's beyond what your expectations have been from, due to the other experiences. Your expectations were starting to diminish, but this one will meet and go beyond your wildest expectations. So let's see what happens, okay?
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for listening. And thank you, Susie, honey, for being here. Thank you, love. Bye.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Okay, everybody, I'm going to say goodnight. Doing this on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope those of you that are in the Northeast United States are not going to be hurt too bad by the nor'easter that's coming in. I hear it's going to be really rough. My prayers are with everybody. And also with all those animals, poor animals that are homeless up there in the Northeast, going to get their butts whacked. Have a beautiful evening, everybody. Namaste.